good afternoon, and good morning, because you are going to do this tomorrow morning at about 9 a.m. And I am going to be on a Zoom meeting with Crystal because we are getting ready for that big national exam that you've heard us talk about before. This quarantine has been a great time to study for that because it's a lot of academic things. Do you know this about Pilates, or do you not know this about Pilates? And then only some of it can work with like a teaching schedule. So we've made good use of our time for that. So today we are going to be doing a mat class. It's going to move a little bit slower, but we're going to work on specific exercises. We're going to be building up to the rucker. We're going to be building up to the swan dive. We're going to be incorporating some single leg kicks, double leg kick bridging, and such like that. So you're still going to get turned all the way around, moving all the way around, and we're really going to work on our back sides today. And it's going to be great. Now, just because I borrowed so much from one of my favorite instructors, contemporary Pilates instructors, I want to give her credit. Her name is Elizabeth Larkham. And her thing, she's contemporary, so you can definitely recognize the Pilates in what she does, but she's kind of taken Joseph Pilates' work and said, okay, I really like the idea of fascia. Fascia runs through the body. Pilates, even back 100 years ago, really worked with fascial systems, even if we didn't realize it or know it, whereas now we have the scientific knowledge. And it's kind of hard to tell, what would Joseph have done, or what would Joe have done now with the knowledge that we have. And so we kind of have to depend on some of these incredible instructors who have explored the science and then brought it back to the Pilates, and then vice versa. So Elizabeth Larkham has this book, Fascia in Motion. And in Latin, fascia means bundle, bandage, strap, unification, and binding together. Fascia is the tensional, continuous fibrillar network within the body, extending from the surface of the skin to the nucleus of the cell. This global network is mobile, adaptable, fractal, and irregular. It constitutes the basic structural architecture of the human body, and that's actually quoted from a scientific paper. So the big takeaway from that is our entire body is interconnected, muscles to organs to tissues to everything is connected in some way through the fascia. So we use the Pilates to move our bodies in all different types of ways. And she started adding like turning and twisting even within the turns and twists of Pilates in order to stretch out that fascia, which for some of you who do my center and balance, you're like, hey, I hear Catherine talk about that. So once again, I've talked too long. So let's get going. Make sure you have your water. Got my Club Pilates water bottle here. And of course, I always like to have my cheat sheet because I never want to short you on anything. I'm going to fix the camera angle, and then we are going to get started. All right. Now, we are going to start by laying on our side. So take your head, and you can put your head on your arm. Your knees are bent 90 degrees, and you're 90 degrees at the hip. You're still lengthening through the back, pulling the navel up and in, and you may also feel like you're kind of sticking your butt out just a little bit because we just want to make it tuck in. Good. Take the fingertips to your shoulders and begin to circle down and around. And as you bring the elbow back, let the chest open and then circle back around. Good. Nice job. Try to keep the hips stacked on top of each other. Let the opening happen in the upper body. Now, let's reverse that direction. Up and over, back and around. Up and over, back and around. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Go ahead and bring yourself up. You can actually just flip to the other side if you'd like to. Or, and let me take this off. It's already starting to get a little warm here. So just flip to the other side so I can keep facing you. I'm going to turn this way. Now, we've got this knees at 90 degrees, hips at 90 degrees, lengthen through the back. Feel like the butt sticking out just a little bit. Fingertips to that shoulder and begin to go forward, leaning to that elbow, and then reach back. Let the eyes follow that elbow. Good. Inhaling as you go back and around, lengthening the spine. Exhaling as you come back in. Good. Let's do one more this direction, and then we will switch that direction. Good. And reach. Feel that incredible stretch right now. We're using it kind of as a warm-up, but man, does it feel amazing to open up this chest. Oh, wow. Good. Now, let's go ahead and move into our quad position. Knees are under those hips. Wrists are under the shoulders. Pull the navel up and in and feel like you're lifting up out of those wrists. Now, if you've got a little curve in that lower back, begin to pull that navel, lifting that bra strap up until you feel nice and strong through that lower back and it feels nice and lengthened. Take the right hand and let's thread that needle all the way through, trying to keep the hips square. And then as you bring it back, touch those fingertips to that shoulder and open up. And down and around and opening up. Inhale out or under. Exhale as you twist it out. And nice. One more. Good. Switching to the other side, left hand reaches under for that thread the needle. Then the fingertips come to the shoulder and we twist it open. And twist it open. Twisting it open, trying to keep the hips as square as possible. One more right here. And reaching it up. Very good. Now, we're going to move into a nice prone position. We're taking our hands are stacked one on top of the other. Forehead is going to go to those fingertips. And we're going to pull the navel up and in. We're going to kind of squeeze that dime between, or that penny between those butt cheeks. And then we're going to begin to extend, lifting that back up. Pulling the navel away from the mat if we can. Good. Now, I want you to lift those legs, squeeze through the butt and the hamstrings, pulling the navel up and in. Feel that pelvis really stabilize into that mat. Now, keep those feet lifted just a little bit, lengthening through the legs and squeezing into that butt. Now, lift the head and then reach the right elbow one way and then the left elbow to the left. Then the right elbow to the right and then the left elbow to the left. Translation. Right elbow to the right and the left elbow to the left. Excellent job. Go ahead and rest that down. Come on up. Roll to your back. And let's do a little bit of bridging. Now, we're going to start with the bridging series that I did in the control class. So, reach those hands for those heels. pull the navel in, get this in nice and tight. Feet are a little more than hip distance apart. Inhale, lift up. Now, as you're in this bridge, make sure we're not squeezing those ribs up, but that the ribs are kind of pulling away from that ceiling and down into you. Still tucking those ribs. Now, lift one heel, then the next heel. 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 Both heels lift. Good. Now, flip your palms over, facing the ceiling, opening up that chest a little bit more, but still keep those ribs tucked. So don't let it lift up this way. Keep those ribs tucked. Press into that butt a little bit more and lift those heels. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Now curl it down, one vertebra at a time. Excellent job. Go ahead and stretch those legs out, flex those feet, and roll it up, getting that nice hammock in the middle of the belly. Very good. Now, I already need some water, so I'm going to grab a little bit of water. Good. And moving back to the side, we're going to lay on our side, back in our beginning position. And we're going to have the hands actually out in front of us. So knees are 90 degrees, hips are 90 degrees, hands. And palms are on top of each other. So top arm is reaching. Now slide that top arm away and over those fingers, and then begin to take it up and over. Let the head follow, and then bring it back. And stretch up and over, and then back around. Slide the palm forward, up, over, and around. Good. Now let's circle it. So stretch that palm forward. See how much contact you can have with your mat as you roll that arm back. And I did it again. I left over my water again. It's become amusing at this point. Good. I can't get it out of the way enough. And I can't stand it up. Oh, well. All right. And back, down and around. I think that's just become a joke now. And stretch those fingers and circle. Good thing I got some water a little while ago. I think it's actually about to roll off my porch. All right. And good. Try to keep those knees stacked together. Good. Oh, and one more time, this direction. Keeping those knees stacked, trying to keep contact with those fingers to the floor. Now, work it back the other way and around. Good. And around. Excellent. Nice. Feel that shoulder mobility. Feel that stretch through the chest and the side of the body. You can just flip over to the other side. I'm going to keep facing you. So I'm bringing these hands up. Now I've got my knees 90 degrees, my hips 90 degrees. You'll notice I have to lengthen through the body in order to protect my neck and my head, although you can lean it down if you would like. Stretch that top arm over those fingers, bottom fingers, and then reach back, looking and back again. And stretch up and over, and then back. Stretch up and over, and then back. Let's begin that circle. So stretch up and over. Try to keep contact with that mat as much as you can, and bring it back. And up and over, and bring it back. Stretch up and over and bring it back. Now let's go down and around and bring it back. Down, around, and bring it back. Down and around and bring it back. Very good. Let's go ahead. We're going to move to our quad position again. Curl that foot and reach back and grab with the opposite arm. Now find that balance. Begin to lift that heel up and then lift the chest up. Lift that heel, then lift the chest. Lift that heel, then lift the chest. Lift that heel, then lift that chest. Stretch that leg out. Bring it back under you. Lift. Good. And begin to lift and lower. Lift the heel and then the chest. Lift the heel and then the chest. Lift the heel, then the chest. Lift the heel and then the chest. Stretch that leg out and bring it in. Child's pose just for a moment. And now roll your body back out into that prone position. Stack the hands back, forehead rest. We're going to begin to lift down, extend and twist, extend and twist, extend and twist, extend and twist. Bring it down. Now lift those legs, pull the navel in, feel length through the back. Then begin to lift, extend and twist, extend and twist, extend and twist, extend and twist. One more to each side. Extend and twist, extend and twist. Bring it down, press back into a nice child's pose, lifting the navel up and off of the belly, off the thigh. Now, we're going to lay back again into our bridge position, and we're going to go into a supported bridge position, which you might think is easier, but it's not. So inhale, lift up, and see if you can get those hands under that pelvis. Now, there's a tendency when we have the support to actually let the chest just do whatever it wants to do. Tuck those ribs in. So feel that tucking in. Now, begin to lift those heels one at a time. Good. Lift those heels. Our goal here is to keep the back long and those ribs tucked away from the ceiling, and begin to lift those heels. Now, lengthen through the neck if you need to lift the chin just a little bit for a little more comfort for you, or you can lengthen through the back of the neck. You've got 2 more heel lifts, 1 more, and then roll it down 1 vertebra at a time. Stretch those heels out, flexing those feet, and begin to roll up, curling into that hammock. Well, it appears I did not throw my water off the bridge, so I need to grab water. Good. Now, we are going to go back to that side position, and we're going to keep those arms out in front. Lengthen those legs out. Feel the butt nice and long, like you're almost sticking it out, pulling the navel up and in. You can rest the head, or you can stretch through the neck, kind of challenging those neck muscles just a little bit. Now, take that top leg and bend it back for our bicycle, and then bring it forward. Feel that stretch in the front of the hip flexor, and then roll it back. Good. Back. Sorry, I lost my and got distracted. Good. Let's do one more this direction. Feel that nice hip flexor stretch. Now bend that knee. Stretch that hip and lengthen that leg and bring it back forward. Trying to keep the back as long as you can. Still keep those collarbones open, even though you've got those hands together. Good. And flip it to the other side. Once again, taking those arms out in front of you. Heels are a little forward. Feel the butt sticking out just a little bit with a nice lean. Feel if you want to let drop that head or not. Lift that leg. Take it back. Feel that stretch in that hip flexor, but without letting the hip drop. Bend it. Feel even more stretch. Bring it forward. Nice. Breathing as you go through. One more this direction. If I can keep myself straight, now bend that leg and stretch. Feel the hamstring stretch. Feel the quad stretch. Good. And last one. Right here. Good. Bringing that up. Now, we're going to go back into our quad position. And now we're going to do same arm, same leg. So you've got to translate getting all of the weight onto the left side. Stretch the right leg, bend it up. Grab that foot and begin to lift the heel and then lift the chest. Lift the heel, lift the chest. Lift the heel, lift the chest. Because we're balancing, you don't see a whole lot, but you feel it. So lift the heel, lift the chest. Lift the heel, lift the chest. We're not in the lower back, we're still lengthening. Stretch that leg out, bring it under you. Translate to the right. Feel that long right midline and find that balance. Lift the heel, lift the chest, lift the heel, lift the chest, lift the heel, lift the chest, lift the heel, lift the chest. Stretch that leg back, bring it down below you and sit back. Child's pose. Now, taking your body prone again. Set the forehead onto the folded arms and pull the navel up and in. Squeeze the butt in the hamstring and kick the right leg. Hold it there. Lift. Stretch it out. Left leg, kick. Heel goes up and stretch out. Lift, kick. Heel, and stretch. Kick, heel, stretch. Kick, heel, stretch. Kick, heel, stretch. Kick, heel, stretch. Good. Now we're going to do that again. by lifting up onto the forearms. Lift the pelvis up and off. So don't just let the pelvis stay in the mat. Pull the navel up and in and feel that pelvis lift up and off. You can clasp those fingers, making a little tripod. You can keep the elbows here. Open the chest. Squeeze the butt, trying to lift the toes ever so slightly. And then kick, kick, lift, lift. 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 And bring it down. Press up and back into that child's pose. And pull the navel up off those thighs and move into your supported bridge position. Now, we're going to lie back, stretch those fingers out toward those heels, pull the navel in, lift into that bridge, find that supported position, then pull those ribs in. Take the right leg up, stretch it out, and then bend that knee in, stretch, pull that knee in like you're doing a nice bicycle. And pull those ribs in. It's hard, but try as much as you can. Good. Switching legs. Bend that up, down. Feel that hip flexor stretch. And down. Feeling that hip flexor stretch, but keeping those ribs knitted together, pulling away from the ceiling. Good. And release, rolling it down. Grab behind both sides. Rock side to side. Giving that back a little bit of a rest. Good. And stretch those legs out. Flex those feet. Hands are up. Pull that navel in. Make a hammock and curl up in that hammock. Then lengthen that back. Very good. Grab that water. Grab that water. It's amazing how much this can squeeze out of you. You're not even going that fast. Good. Now, we are going to do our now kneeling side kicks. So sit up nice and tall on those knees. Pull the navel up and in, lengthen through the back. Let's do a nice side bend, lifting up and over. Bring this here. So bring those hands here, and we're gonna circle and back, circle and back, circle and back, circle and back, circle and back. Bring it the other way. Circle and back. Circle and back. Circle and back. Circle and back. Now bring that up. Switching to the other side. I'm going to switch over here. You probably don't need to. Side bend up and over, lengthening through this side. Take this hand and circle and back, circle, back, circle, back, circle, back, circle, back, and reverse, and back, circle. Keeping that midline nice and strong. Good. We have 2. And we have 1. Bringing it up. Nice job. Good. Now, we're going to go ahead and move to our prone position again. Now we're gonna make kind of a diamond with our fingers. And it's gonna go to the top of our head. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Pull the needle in as much as you can. Lift and lower. Now squeeze those feet up. Pulling the navel in, using the butt and the hamstrings to lift those legs. Now we're going to kind of lever up. So leave those legs up and shift the hands up, then shift the elbows. Shift the hands, shift the elbows. Shift the hands, shift the elbows, and drop it all. Lift the legs, lift the hands, lift the hands, lift the elbows and the chest. Lift the hands, lift the elbows and chest. Lift the hands, lift the elbows and chest, and drop. And squeeze those legs together, pulling the navel up and in. Lift the hands, lift the elbows. Lift the hands, lift the elbows. Lift the hands, lift the elbows. Drop. Press back into child's pose. Pulling the navel up off of those thighs. And now coming down into that nice Sphinx position. You can clasp those hands, or actually I take that back. My apologies. We're doing double leg kick. So we take the head down. We clasp behind the back, starting which is most comfortable. Pull the navel up and in, and then squeeze the butt and the hamstrings, and then kick, 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 stretch up, and change the ground, and lower the head, and kick, 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 and stretch up, change the head direction, change the grasp, and down, kick, 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 stretch, 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 and down, kick, 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 stretch it out. Now, in our best form there, we can actually keep those legs raised, which means the hamstrings are already engaged, and then we squeeze them even more. Press back, pull the navel up and in, and pull that belly off those thighs, turning into that bridge position, but we're going to do something a little different now. We do this one on the reformer, and I love it. So go into a butterfly. So the soles of the feet are together. Pull the navel up and in. Hands are still down by your side. And begin to bridge up. Pull the navel in. Keep those ribs stacked. And butterfly those legs. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Let that just stretch a little bit. Pulling the navel in. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And press up. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. And roll it down. Stretch one more time. Now that you've got the hang of it, stretch the neck. Relax the shoulders. Pull that navel in. Pull those ribs in. And lift. Stretch. Opening those collarbones. And roll it down. Nice job. Now, roll back onto the belly. And we're going to stay nice and flat. But now, we're going to lift this leg up. Grab with the same hand as same hand, same foot. And begin to lift and lift, 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 lift. So heel goes, then the chest, lift the heel, then the chest, and stretch it out. Bring it to the other side. And lift, 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 lift. Heel, back, heel, back, heel, back, heel, back. Now we get to the fun part. Can we do both at the same time? Bend those legs, grab, and lift, pull, 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 lift, pull. Stretch it out and bend it back. Pulling the navel up off of those thighs. Good. Excellent job. Grab some more water. And we're going to find that full swan dive. All of us have been working us up to that nice rocker and into the swan dive. I'm going to take a little time to fix the Pilates hair, which gives you just a moment to grab your water. And now, let's bring this back out. Bringing the hands next to the shoulders. Good. And we're going to do the assisted first. So, you're going to lift, pulling the navel up and in. So that same position when we were in the Sphinx. So pull that navel in, pull that butt in, and then let the feet kind of rock up. Let the feet rock up. And relax. Good. Stretch back into child's pose. And then come up on the knees. Take the hands up, palms up. Don't squeeze the shoulder blades together. So I'm not back here. I'm just widening and then turn the palms. And then turn the palms up. Turn the palms down. They may go back and then back the other way. Or you could think thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down. Now back into that nice prone position. And we're going to squeeze that butt. We're going to lift up. And we're just going to let the arms go and then catch ourselves. One more. Press back into child's pose. Come up on the knees. Nice and long, pulling the navel in. Thumbs back. And twist. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Don't squeeze the shoulder blades. Don't let the chest go back. Keep it nice and firm. Now, let's go back down. And we're actually going to do the full swan dive. We're going to add that thumb back and forth. Now, if you're like, I still don't quite get this, feel free to do the catch. But we start here and then we go. Nice. And stretch it back. So, as we bring the chest up, we curl those thumbs back. As we go down, we curl them in and out. And it helps us assist that chest moving through that. We keep the legs nice and tight, lifting those heels just like we did with that rocker. Let's try it one more time. So, pressing out. Let's lift up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Press it back. Pull the navel up and in. Nice job. We've now worked through rocker all the way to a nice full swan dive. I feel like I've gotten a full body workout. I've needed to use my arms, my legs, as well as that core. And we've really felt that back working. So our reward, lay back on that mat Everything's pretty much stretched out already. So let those palms face up, saunter out like you're doing corpse pose in yoga, and just breathe it out. Start with the eyes, feeling the eyes. Just relax behind your eyelids. You can let your chin and your throat relax. Let the shoulders relax. You need to roll them around a little bit. Go ahead and do that. Let the belly sink into the mat. Even though we're in this nice corpse pose, we're still in Pilates. So we're still, while we're not fully engaged, we're not completely loose. So we still feel a little pull of that navel up under that rib cage. Relax those hip flexors. Relax the quads. Shake those feet around, rocking one way, then the next. You can turn the arms, flipping the thumbs back and forth to help relax those arms. Good. Relaxing again, everything down. Deep breath presses those back ribs into the mat. And then exhale. Inhale, pressing those ribs, expanding them into the mat. And then exhale. Press those ribs, expanding them into the mat. And then exhale. And take one hand, rolling it over onto your side. Bring those knees up. And if you want to come up to seated. And thank you very much for joining me today. And hopefully you will enjoy this nice Elizabeth Larkham inspired back work, working up to the rocker and to a full swan dive, adding a little more fascial engagement with the twist and moving through those arm